Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Good day everyone, and welcome to game number 2 of this best of 2. We having Online Empire up against Cock Squad or CS. The name's not up, but yeah, it's CS. Playing on the Dire. So let's just jump into the bans and picks quickly. Bans going out to the Witch Doctor and the Enigma. Death Prophet and Tide Hunter, so looking to get rid of that fight control. Witch Doctor ban.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's okay. Faces were going to get picked up by Online Empire, so they're going to try and turn this around. And yep, like I said, they should have looked at banning out the Silencer. The Silencer is going to get picked up again. Thunder Chicken was really MVP on that hero, and man, this is going to be trouble again for Online Empire if they don't manage to shut down the Silencer. But I think they are aware now of his abilities, and they know that they got to target him and look for those pickups. Dazzle's going to get picked up here, so they're going to have a bit of a defensive tri-lane possibly. I really like the Dazzle pickup. Leaves it open for a lot. I think he's a really underrated hero, especially in team fights. If you look at that weave, it can stack up your armor so much. When you're in the team fight, right clicks really don't mean anything to you. But yeah, Ogre Magi is going to be picked up here by OE. Yeah, good lockdown, as I said, also huge armor. He's like a walking fortress. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to pull together another tri-lane again. See if they can farm up the Faces Void in that. So they denied CS the Faces Void, but in their previous game I really thought it was a Silencer that really gave them the big... created the biggest issues for them. Turned a lot of the fights around, etc. So yeah, hopefully we see Thunder Chicken on that Silencer again. He played extremely well, especially in that mid lane. And it's going to be interesting to see what they decide to lane up against him in that mid lane. Skyeth Mage is going to be banned out now. Like I say, Skyeth Mage is nice for your early game, but once it gets past 20 minutes, that hero dies so quickly, and his DPS, he just doesn't scale too much into the late game. And I don't know, he had a really big stint. I don't know too much about the hero. He's had a 40% win rate in the pros scene, so that's not exactly great. But yeah, we've seen him getting picked up a lot less recently. But yeah, so let's see this Dazzle Silencer. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a core Silencer. So yeah, and he's probably going to mid lane. So they got this Dazzle, which leaves them open to pick up and really snowball heroes to pick up farm. Yeah, that will be quite useful. OD's going to get banned out again. So both games OD did get banned out. So maybe they know something that I do not about some of the players. Invoker's also going to get banned out again. So, yeah, I still think OE should have made a Silencer their priority ban. Maybe get their Death Prophet through. They probably know some of the CS players, or Thunder Chicken, and what he's really good at playing. But yeah, I understand the silencer, that lockdown, that team fight lockdown, you don't really want it, and with the Anchor Smash he gets that Blink Dagger really quickly. Necrofrost is now going to get banned out, and yeah, there's still an axe in the pool that does go through Shallow Grave, so it'll be interesting to see if Online Empire decides to go for that axe. I don't think it'll be a bad pickup at all. I enjoy watching an axe. Looking for those dunks. Still a brood in the pool. Still haven't casted a brood game, but
10 seconds remaining.
Can't say I exactly want to watch a brood game right now.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
So yeah, Shadow Shaman's not going to get picked up, so they're going to look for a bit of push. Yeah. So are they going to run tri-lanes? Earthshaker's going to get picked up as well. So Earthshaker and Faceless Void, so real good team fight here. I just don't see the synergy yet. And it's a very melee team up against a ranged team, so yeah. This is... The laning stage is not going to be too easy for Online Empire. Bristlebacks are going to get picked up now, so yeah, they got a really tanky hero up here. And he can really last up against this Face of Void. Axe does get picked up, so yeah, like I said, the Axe does manage to go through Shallow Grave. So great pickup here. I thought they would have banned him out once they picked up the Dazzle, but they let him get through. And yeah, that Quelling Blade.
10 seconds.
Shallow Grave is not going to be that useful maybe in some of the team fights. But yeah, Bristleback pickup. One of the things with Bristleback, if you're facing the other direction and Faceless Void gets his chrono on you, he has to reposition himself to hit you from the front, which works in your favor if you're a Bristleback. It gives you time for that chrono to dissipate and you to maybe get away. So it's a decent pickup. Nothing wrong with it at all, actually.
10 seconds.
But I'll still say the silencer is going to be the biggest problem. I mean, you got an Earthshaker and a Faceless Void. Silencer is pretty much the best hero against this. Especially if you see a Faceless Void just jump in, you just throw on your silencer, and he's just going to stand there with his low HP and just get beat down. No real burst damage. No real big burst damage coming here from CS, so
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Queen of Pain and Viper are also going to get banned out.
5 seconds
yeah,
remaining.
I don't see why the Viper would get banned out, but yeah, because I'm almost certain that they're going to be playing the Silencer on mid again. To look for the game that he had in the last one. Yeah. Thunder Chicken really snowballed in that game, and definitely MVP of that game. So digging a bit deep into the time, pick up a Huskar. Now that's interesting. Dazzle Huskar combination really good, but I mean there's an Axe in the pool. Axe is such a good counter to both of these heroes. Earthshaker can really control the lanes and etc. But let's just do the introductions quickly. On the Radiant we're going to have Online Empire, Faceless Void going to be played over here by Jace. Frog with the Chainsaw going to be playing on the Axe. Lizard with the Leaf Blower playing on the Earthshaker. Fiddler with the Fiddle playing on the Gyrocopter. And Badhis Hatfa, sorry, playing on the Ogre Magi. On the Dire side, we're gonna have CS, Pro playing on the Shadow Shaman, S4 gonna be playing onto the Bristleback, Thunder Chicken playing on the Silencer again, Lurch playing on Dazzle, And finally, Lady Raiden playing on the Huskar. So let's just see this mid matchup. Jace up against, yeah, Faceless Void up against the Silencer. I don't, man, I think you're gonna have to get a couple of points in your backtrack if you want to live in this lane. He does pick up his first points in time lock, which is interesting for me. I don't think you're going to be really coming face to face up against this Thunder Chicken. It does maybe help with a couple of last hits getting that bonus damage in, but it's RNG and you can't rely on it too much. So Bounty's going to get picked up here by Silencer. Double damage here in the bot, and this is going to be going on to the gyro, and maybe they're going to look for first blood, but this is going to be it's going to be a tough kill if they're going to try and look over onto the Bristleback. He upped his cool spray, so Pro still holding onto his skill point, so he can just maybe hex it or shackle him. So I don't think there's going to be a first blood. He's going to just use this DD to farm up. So yeah, just see what the top lane is. It's going to be Huskar and Dazzle. Great combo, but up against the Axe, which is a great counter for both these heroes. So yeah, Axe probably going to be looking to get that Blink Dagger straight into a Blade Mail, and he can really create big problems in this lane. But a lot of damage coming at you from Lady Raiden onto the Axe. Axe could even fall here, stacking up the fire onto him, and yeah, he's definitely going to fall. Look, first blood going out to the Dazzle, so Dazzle picking up a first blood, bonus 200 gold. We'll be able to get him his boots, which is going to be very useful up in this lane, so in this laning stages. So yeah, they zoned out this Axe early, which is good. It's what they need to do, because this Axe is the only problem. So Axe has got to play it a bit careful here. He's gonna try and pull the creep wave. So yeah, let's see this bot lane quickly. I don't know. I'm not too sure if S4 is gonna really pick up too much from here. He's doing really well, 6 for 2. But he shouldn't, in my opinion. He shouldn't be picking up from this. Should be fissures, but meanwhile here in the mid lane, Faceless Void taking quite a bit of damage here from the Silencer. Silencer's got his bot already, and that's one of the problems. You're playing with the Faceless Void in the mid lane, you're not, most likely not going to pick up a bottle, and I'd say bottle's the way to dominate the mid lane. And Silencer's got the haste run, and he could even maybe look for a pickup here. Throws over a curse onto Jace, just throws one right click in. Still no points in backtrack, so this is going to be a really tough lane. He really needs to get that point up. Fissure block here, sorry. And that's going to be S4. He should fall here. Taking a couple more right clicks than he does for Gyrocopter, picking up that kill, and yeah, that's 1 for 1 now in the scores, but I see that's what should have been happening earlier, and Bristleback should never have picked up as much farm as he has, but yeah, Pro just maybe zoning them out with his Ether Shock, possibly. Jace just gone through all his consumables already in this lane. Axe going a strange build here, picking up the Battle Hunger early, so not getting his Berserker's Call as most people might get, but he's just trying to zone out this Dazzle, so Dazzle has to get last hits. But level 1 Hunger up against Dazzle's heal, it's not really that great. So unless he's gonna decide to max that, I don't think he's gonna really be successful in this lane. So Jace, not doing too great for CS. 5 for 0 up against a 15 for 2 on the Silencer. Yeah, this is going to be tough in this mid lane. Bot lane, however, also the Bristleback doing really well. And top lane, Huskar picking up that early kill and doing well in the CS. So the laning stage is really going well for CS. Lady Raiden picking up 3 points in the Berserker's blood, so that's quite interesting. But yeah, getting 2 points in Battle Hunger, this is, I don't know about this too much, but yeah, he's gonna rush his Tranquil Boots. Just see what build he's gonna max missile maybe. The Gyrocopter, that's a large amount of damage. It's a huge amount of damage, in fact. It's one of the most annoying stuns, but if maybe they should rotate the Dazzle down here. The Huskar seems to be doing well. Maybe pick up 1 point in his heal and he'll be able to stay in here, and the Dazzle can come and ensure that that rocket doesn't land, because that could be constant kills. There's triple stuns in this lane. Ignite going to be thrown over onto CS. Missile going to be thrown now onto S4. S4 might find himself in a bit of trouble here, and he could fall to the Missile. Missile does manage to get the kill. Rocket Barrage doing a big bulk of damage. So that's 2 deaths. Yeah, that's not looking too great. Huskar really just giving this Axe problems here. Axe falling extremely low. If he could die, he does fall. So these Burning Spears just, yeah, really doing well. So it's 2 for 2. Top lane going the way of CS, and OE, you can't say dominating, but doing well in the spot lane. Even though the Bristleback has all that CS, it's no use if you've been dying. But yeah, mid lane, Jace picking up, still not picking up the points in backtrack, but he's still staying alive in this lane, but he's getting no CS. A 10 for 1 up against a 22 for 5. So he's prioritizing getting his level 6. Double damage now on Thunder Chicken. Thunder Chicken's going to chase down, but yeah, to no avail. Just use it to farm up. And Silencer's still got 2 shared tangos, bottle charge. Man, this is going to be tough here for the Faceless Void. A rotation coming from the Ogre, apologies, down to the bot lane. Maybe going to look to get something onto Lady Raiden. Lady Raiden falling a bit low, but a heal coming at you from Dazzle. Maybe going to try to keep him alive. There is no dunk yet on the Axe. Shallow Grave now being thrown over onto the Huskar. Huskar is level 7. He could jump, but Shallow Grave, I don't think is on too much, on a very high level, only level 1. Meanwhile, Jace had to head back to base. Too much new coming at you from the Silencer. Silence is still dominating this lane, and yeah, he's a problem. And now without the Ogre forced to rotate up top to help out this Axe. How far is this Dunk? Dunk's almost up, but yeah, like I was saying, Ogre forced to come to this top lane to come and support this Axe. Now the kill potential is less. Yeah, Chrono being thrown down, catching out 3, but for what? They're gonna clear up the ward. And they're shackling over onto the Gyrocopter, and Gyro's going to find himself in a bit of trouble, but the Rocket Barrage doing a lot of damage to S4. And yeah, the ES is falling really low. You're getting, oh, 1 hit, sitting on 7 health, still has a bottle. Rocket's going to land over on S4, but I don't think it's going to do much to him. So yeah, solved up the ES, but I think you should just head on back to base. And yeah, Lady Raiden still doing really well here in the top lane. 1 for 0 for 1. First kill going over to the Dazzle. So yeah, Axe picked up his dunk now. Maybe can look for this pick off onto the Huskar. If he can just get in the right position, get a Berserker's Call off. He still hasn't upped his Berserker Call, however, so yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, that's a big problem. Without that, I don't think he'll be able to take this Huskar. Huskar's going to just step back every time and throw a Burning Spear onto him, and he'll be fine. Still no boots as well on the Axe. He does have enough now to pick it up, so he will get his Tranquil Boots up. But he'll struggle to catch up to Lady Raiden. So yeah, let's look at this mid-battle. Still going the way of the Silencer. The Silencer really dominating. yeah. Just big problems here for Faces Void. Still hasn't picked up a point in backtrack, but I suppose he's getting CS, he's getting his levels, he hasn't died. And yeah, he must just be tired of playing up against the Silencer now, 2 games in a row. And I still think that should have been a prioritized ban. But yeah, Axe probably gonna be looking to get over into that Blink Dagger. Still needs a lot of farm, and I still think he needs to get at least 1 point into the Berserker score. Void picked up gloves, possibly gonna go for the Hand of Midas build, which I don't think is too bad. He needs to catch up a bit here in farm. He's struggled in the mid lane, so if he can just save up enough, it could help him get right back into this game. Yeah. Bot lane. Bristleback's doing alright, I suppose. Still 0 for 2, so he's picked up decent CS in this lane. But I do think they needed the Dazzle rotation to come in. Huskell is able. Wait, now jumps in Chrono over onto 2. This could be the fall. Oh, cooldown now being used, and S4 is in a bit of a bad spot here, but Dazzle jumps in, throws out the weave, and looks like S4 might even survive, but no heal going over onto him, but he'll be fine. Axe jumps in, however, in the back end. He secures the kill over on the Shadow Shaman. Dunk was utilized there, so he's going to find himself in a bit of trouble here, but oh, RNG was on his side, but the heal coming from the Dazzle will secure that they will stay alive, and the Axe will also fall, so just look at the fight recap, only going to show, yeah, 1 for 1, and yeah, I expected a bit more from the Chronosphere. Chronosphere, just nothing really came of it. Void's still hitting like a wet noodle, really. He really needs to get a damage item. He's rushing that, needs to get their Midas up so he can at least get something. But we'll have to see where he finds his farm. But yeah, mass open wards are up on the Shadow Shaman, so maybe they could look for a tier 1 tower here, but he has an opportunity. Silence being thrown out now. Silence is going to die to the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter just getting that kill there. Silence maybe trying to keep himself alive, but yeah, to no avail. I think Jace was in the AoE of that kill, so maybe picking up a bit of levels. But he's most of the way to his Hand of Midas, should be picked up within the next minute. And that should help him just with that farm. Meanwhile, in the jungle here, looks like the Gyro is going to find himself in a bit of trouble. But oh, that cooldown really good. Not going to pick up anyone. This missile just not going to do any damage up against this Huskell with his 4 points in Berserkers. So magic resistance really high. But yeah, Void falling a little bit low. He's got the poison touch on him, but he'll just be able to walk on out. Still has a Chronosphere up, so he can use that defensively as well. He should be able to pick up his Hand of Midas now, which he does.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But mid tower fallen here for OE. Yeah, there's still mass open wards up on the Shadow Shaman, and yeah, they should be looking for another tier 1 tower. Jace might find himself in a bit of trouble. Oh, Shackle just landing before he gets his walk off, and that's going to be it. That's Jace will fall there. So he just got his Hand of Midas, and he will die. So that Hand of Midas is now going to a bit of waste here while he's dead. So economy. But Ogre's here to try and deter them off of this tier 1 tower. Rotation now, ES and the Axe in. Axe still quite a long way away from that Blink Dagger, and so is the Earthshaker. So mass open wall is being committed now to this tier 1 tower, and I think it's going to fall, but Haskell might find himself on the wrong side of this fissure, but no one's really going to run that far, especially with the mass open walls there, so he'll be fine. Tier 1 tower now fallen for CS, and yeah, things are looking good. Things are looking really good. They're going to head on down to the bot lane, look to pick up this last tier 2 tower, and yeah, just secure some gold. The catch up here for the bristleback. He's just sitting on 1,700, so he should maybe go pick up his ring in the touch up here. Pull the Vanguard, assuming he's going for that build. I can't think of what else he'd be going for, but yeah, we'll just see. We've now going to be thrown over onto them. They're going to be high in armor, and yeah, I just don't think they can defend this. This is going to be another tier 1 tower that's going to fall. They're using the glyph, but yeah, cooldown going to be thrown out. This just going to do a little bit of chip damage really to the heroes. Husker is just going to lose a bit of health, get his attack speed up, and just secure the tower. Shadow Shaman getting the last hit on that. But yeah, maybe they can even look for a tier 2 here. They got the momentum behind them. They got the gold. So it's a possible tier 2. Axe picked up a ring of health, so he's going to be going for Vanguard, not looking for that blink, so I don't know about that too much, but like I say, he's only got 1 point in his Berserker's core, so that's a bit of a problem as well. Yeah, CS are going to maybe head back and just look for a little bit more farm, and maybe take it into the late game, which they have the capability of. They just need to make sure they shut down the spaces void. Who does have his hand on Midas, and I think he's used it now for the first time. So yeah, he's got a bit of catch up. Picked up his power treads, so that's decent. There is Shackle over onto, but a huge cooldown coming down. This could be a problem here. Pro's gonna fall. So the Shadow Shaman does fall, but he does get his wards off, and another dunk coming in here from the axe. And looks like Husker might find himself double dunk. Husker's gonna, I mean, Bristleback's gonna run right back into this fight, but I don't think they're gonna. Void managing to get a great chrono, catching out both, and getting the last hit over onto the Bristleback. And Dazzle's gonna have to walk on out. Great fight going the way of Online Empire. Picking off 4 or 2. So that was a great fight. Maybe to turn the tides a bit, let's just see what the gold change is about. 3,000 gold changing hand there in that fight. So yeah, really good. The Gyro managing to pick up farm. Let's just see. He's going to be going for that early BKB, which is a good pick. I would have liked to see him to go for that home, stack up the Ancients, farm it up, just get huge DPS in the fights. But BKB, yeah, it's still always a good pickup. I never say that BKB is a bad pickup in any game. So yeah, Esport still sitting with 2,100 gold. I'm interested to see where he's deciding to go with this. He hasn't picked up a Vanguard yet, so I'm not too sure where he's going to be going. Silence has picked up a Hand of Midas. He's also going to farm up. He's probably going to go straight for that Ags again, like in the previous game. So yeah, that's finish on its own. Husker now. He's got the helm, going to be going for an armlet, I'm sure. And yeah, that's big DPS coming out from CS. They just managed to make sure they don't get caught up in a terrible fight like that previous one. But yeah, that previous fight, those walls were thrown down over here in this general area, and it just gave enough space for OE to stand back and just take on the fight. They're chasing after Dacia, but he's just gonna walk away and time walk away, and yeah. He's picked up a TP, but he's gonna hang around. He does TP out. He's gonna go to the top and push it out. Maybe look for a tier 1 tower. That tier 1 tower still got a lot of health. In fact, all the tier 1 towers of CS have a lot of health, and That's been a problem here for OE again. Just not really bringing enough pressure on these towers. You look at their lineup, it's just going to be off the lane farming. You also need your gyros to be pretty much farming consistently, trying to avoid fights at this stage of the game. But Gyro is doing well. He's picked up a decent farm. He's leading the net worth charts, and most of the way over into his BKB. He's going to put pressure on this tier 1 tower, but meanwhile CS is going to just put a lot of pressure on this tier 2 tower. They've committed the mass serpent wards onto the tower, and yeah, this should fall. But they might just get a trade-off. They will get the tier 1 tower top, and yeah, it's just going to be a trade-off here, tier 1 for tier 2, so definitely going the way of CS, but yeah, it's the first tower of the game for OE. They're going to 5-man smoke. Maybe see if they can find someone. Oh, they're going to head straight into the rush pit, so yeah. This is going to be a little bit of a rush sneak here. I don't think that OE are aware of this, so yeah, this should be an easy rush. No problems. So let's just quickly look at item progression. Nothing really big. Axe did pick up a Vanguard, so that is something, but I think he really needs that big day. He needs positioning, but I suppose he also does need to survive that physical damage. So yeah. But yeah, the burning spears are magical damage as well, which is the damage that really stacks. Triple TP now going to the top lane here. Jace is just gonna have to back on out. He does have a walk, and he does. Oh, sorry, his walker is on cooldown, but he'll be fine. He's got TP. Anna Madison is ready now, so see what he's farming. He's got his Mask of Madness up. It'll be interesting to see where he decides to go with this. If he's going to be going for Battle Fury, but he might look to try and get a Chrono here. He catches out one, catches out the Shadow Shaman, and Shallow Graves is going to be thrown down on him, and he'll be fine. Cooldown are going to be thrown down, but the Shadow Shaman will, or Gyrocopter does get the last hit on that. Gyrocopter now throwing out the Rocket Barrage. Silence is down, so this is a bit of a problem here, but Huskarl might find himself in a bit of trouble here. Not enough. Oh, it just gets a dunk off, but that's also going to be the fall of the axe. But there was an Aegis on the Huskarl, but looks like the Dazzle will fall. Yes, throws out an ulti before he does, and Silencer might just fall here to the Axe's Battle Hunger, so that paid off in the end. And Ogre's going to catch out the Huskarl, but he's going to fall for this. Just trying to slow him and make sure he doesn't get over onto the Gyrocopter. So that's a 3 for 3, but they also took the Aegis from the Huskarl, so that's, I think it's a really decent fight coming from OE. I think it could have, the Chrono could have been used better, possibly, in that situation. But yeah, Void really still needs a lot of farm, sitting on 1-3 in the bag. He's gonna try and clean up this, just a double stack, but he's taking a bit of a beating here, and he's gonna have to leave it. He doesn't do enough damage. That's a problem with the Hand of Midas pickup. If you die in between, man, you struggle to get CS, and farming these stacks is almost impossible. So it's a risk you gotta take when you buy the Hand of Midas, unfortunately. It's a bit greedy, but it looks like Jace's gonna find himself in a bit of trouble. Walks out, but Huskarl's gonna back out. Fisher's just gonna be thrown down, but no real avail. Jace Chrono up. Maybe they can look for a pick-up onto this Huskarl. Time flies. But Huskarl's staying with 16 armor already. So Axe is gonna tank up this triple stack, this double stack, sorry. And yeah, Jace taking still a lot of damage here. So yeah, a bit of burst score coming in here for the face of war. He's got a haste. Picks up the Mithrama, so he's going Maelstrom. Yeah, just the normal build. Nothing out of the blue, out of the ordinary, so yeah, not too much really else. Let's just see any other good pickups. Silence is about 1,700 away from picking up the Agnum Scepter, so that's also a big item pickup, especially for the team fight. Shadow Shaman also decent way over on about halfway to his Agnum Scepter, sitting with almost enough money to maybe pick up one of his ability items. So that's not too bad at all. Big stun coming over here onto the Dazzle, but yeah, he's gonna just walk away. This Husker is gonna be a bit of a problem, and the surprise pickup. Doing really well, 6 for 1 on Lady Raiden. Are they going to keep pushing out this bot lane? OE's gravitated a bit down to this bot lane. They could do well in the team fight, I think. Chrono is up, but Jace is all the way in the top lane. He is TPing though, and he does TP out to the bot lane. If he does manage to get a 4-man Chrono or a 5-man Chrono, it could turn the entire fight around. So, but he only catches out 2 here, but the cooldown is going to be great. The cooldown really catches them out. S4 gets shallow great, but is there going to be a dunk here? You could just throw the dunk, man. But yeah, Lady Raiden just managing to turn around and face them with no problem. Triple kill now going over to the Husker, so that's 3 for 3, and Huskar's falling extremely low, but he can turn around and even take on this Ogre. Ogre must be careful here, might have just bitten off too much here. So 4 for 3, ultra kill going out to the Husker. Husker can just turn around, they can even push to the high ground.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And yeah, what's it? There's an axe, and axe gonna blink in. Did manage to pick up the blink dagger in that time, but yeah, just gonna throw the battle hunger over onto the Husker and just force him out a little bit. This is gonna force Husker to keep his armlet on as well. But yeah, like I say, magic damage against Husker is no real use, especially with this Berserker's Blood. So yeah, great team fight coming at you from CS. Just that snowball effect from the Husker, it's almost unstoppable. But yeah, Jace picked up his picked up his Maelstrom, so at least has a little bit of damage now to throw out inside that Chronos. But yeah, this Husker's tanky. He's got a little amount of armor.
That's for me.
Yeah, so that's a bit of a problem. He still needs, I think, at least a Crystallis or something. It looks like Chase might find himself in a bit of trouble here. Throws out the Chronos. Great call down here. Lurch is going to just fall. S4 is also falling a bit low. Stuns on the ground on him. Great call here by the Axe. Axe getting a double dunk. And Husker's going to run in here maybe to see if he can get something out of this. But that's 4 for none in that team fight. And Husker's going to have to back on out. I think they could take him out. Great fight coming from OE, turning it around a bit here. So let's just see what the gold change was. That's about, look at that, it's nearly, let's say 3,400, 3,500 gold changing hands. So great fight there, getting a bit of gold in the pocket, especially for the Faceless Void. Yeah, Gyro is also doing extremely well, most of the way over into his MKB. He needs about 1,500 gold for that. Earthshaker, 2,200 in the bank, still looking for that Blink Dagger, so he's most of the way there. He can just wait in base, maybe sell that tree and he'll be able to get it. Ogre, sitting with 1,200, maybe going to go pick up that point booster on the way into the Agnums, which is very useful. I'd also like to point out again that there's this Ogre Magi Faceless Void combination with the Bloodlust, which is, like I said in the previous game, is extremely good. The Bloodlust does just really gives him the attack speed that you require. You don't even really need a Master Madness when your Master Madness is at. And you saw that Bloodlust, your attack speed is extremely high. So Jason's now going to do a bit of damage here onto this tier 1 tower, but oh, what a great call there from the axe, stopping the Huskar from going on to Jace. Jace managing to just hit on that. Silence being thrown out, however. Vision now going down. Huskar stopped in his face. Chrono now down. Gyro gets picked up onto the Shadow Shaman. But look at this Lady Raiden just managing to stand here and just take all the right clicks. And he's just going to turn it on and he's going to face. With such low health, can just turn around, fight into that, and yeah, that kill going his way. And it looked really good there for OE at a stage, but they just couldn't get that pick off onto the Huskar. They needed a dunk here from the axe, in fact, to ensure that kill. But yeah, well played Dazzle coming out here from the Void, securing the safety of the Huskar. And this is going to be a tier 2 tower, another tier 2 tower going the way of CS. And man, this is going downhill a bit here for OE. They do have more kills, suffice, but it's just this Huskar, man. They need to shut him down. They need to find a way. But there we go. That's what you needed. You needed a blade mail. Blade mail secures the kill onto the Huskar. Yeah, and a second kill now going out onto the Gyrocop. The axe did fall, however. Sorry, yeah, Bristleback did fall. So Pros, he might find himself in a bit of trouble here. Missile's going to catch him out, and there's an Ogre with multicast, double multicast going out with an Ignite, and that will secure the kill for the Ogre. So yeah, Ogre's on his way there to picking up that Agony Scepter. So 4 for 1 in that last team fight, so going the way of OE, so it's great turnaround, which is the big problem here for CS. They're relying heavily on this Huskar. When this Huskar does fall, man, they have problems. But Huskar does have a Satanic now, and that's going to be a problem in the next team fights. When he is on full health, to turn them around is going to be a big problem. But yeah, it looks like he is going to be going for that BKB. That BKB pickup into the Satanic is almost unstoppable. So Jace is going to have to do something miraculous here to catch up. He does pick up an Ogre, so probably also going for a BKB. So, oh man, I don't know about that. You need that DPS. You need to ensure the kill onto the Huskar. Throws out a Chrono here to secure the kill onto this Dazzle, and he will get it. He's going to run away from S4 though. S4 still hasn't made up to 1 point into his snot, so you guys slow him down. Interesting. That's an interesting skill build that I'm seeing out. I don't know if I agree with it. I mean, I think it's really important to get your stacks up in your Warcraft. Sorry, in Warpath. Damn, I don't know about that decision to not get a point in to the Nasal Goo. But yeah, that was his decision. So Jace gonna hang around, picks up a TP scroll. He's got his Mithril Hammer. He's quite a decent way over to picking up this BKB. But yeah, meanwhile in the jungle here, it looks like Ogre might find himself in a bit of trouble. Huskar jumps over onto the Gyro. Gyro might find himself, yeah, Gyro will definitely die. Huskar getting another kill there. And yeah, not doing too well, but Ogre's gonna escape with barely any health points. Yeah, this Huskar's a problem. If they can shut down the Huskar, and this is what they need. They need to get this Aegis of Immortality over onto the Huskar, and I don't think they can go for a GG push after this. Just need to get the right team fight, make sure that they can avoid that Chronosphere, and yeah. That will be an easy rush on going the way of CS. So yeah, Void needs to really get an answer for this, but the Gyro has really been doing well in this game. I'm neglecting him quite a bit here. picked up the MKB and BKB, so he's got the better farm out of the two carries in their team. Silencer hasn't been as much of an impact. Picked up that Agnum Scepter. Hasn't been as much of an impact as he was in the previous game, but yeah, he's still there, and that silence is helping them in this team fights, maybe keeping the Huskar alive for a little bit longer, although magical damage is almost useless up against the Huskar. But yeah, just making sure they don't get locked down on him so the Void can right click him down, but I don't even know if Void can right click him down anymore. It's only the Gyrocopter that can right click him down, and he still doesn't really have great attack speed. The Gyrocopter is really just for huge AoE damage. So yeah, they might just be looking to go high ground here, and this is going to be a big team fight coming up. Later is going to run up here. Mass Serpent War is going to be committed here to this tier 3 tower, and this cooldown coming down here from the Gyrocopter, but BKB being used by Huskar, and he's just going to jump straight over onto the Gyrocopter. He throws up his BKB so he can survive. Great time lock coming at you on the Huskar, so great RNG, but the tier 3 tower is going to fall. Krona coming at you, catching out 3 right clicks down onto the Silencer, and S4. Oh wow, yeah, that's 4 kills. Huskar's still alive, and he's standing in the middle of this, and he's going to try and fight it up. The Serpent Wars are just going to try and hit away here at the ranged racks. Huskar's going to hang around here and maybe try and also get a couple of hits off. But yeah, Blade Mail now being used, and this could be the fall of the Huskar, but he uses his Satanic, and oh man, this is going to be Axe's death. But yeah, Gyro's in this area, so might be able to get the kill. Yes, he does manage to get the kill onto the Huskar, so saving the racks here. 4 for 4 in that team fight, and I think it was 5 for 4 in fact in this team fight, going the way of OE. So OE is still dominating in the team kills, but still that Huskar is what they need to shut down, and they need to shut him down early. The Aegis is now gone, so maybe they can look to try and get a little bit of time to farm space for the Void, space for the Gyro. Gyro's still been doing well. Picked up a Talisman of Evasion, so that's going to help a lot up against the Huskar, who's 1,000 right clicks. But yeah, Gyro 1-4 in the bank. Maybe going to go for a Satanic as well, so he can also fight it. He can man up and just face that Huskar and yeah, secure those kills. But Faces Void is going to require a lot more farm. He's got 1,000 in the bank, his BKB's up, but still I just don't think there's enough damage here. Shut down the Huskar. Bristleback's picked up a heart, so he's going also for a Blade Mail, so didn't decide to go for the Vanguard. Interesting. Picked up 1 point now in Nasal Goo, so finally getting a point in that, so that should help out a little bit. Thunder Chicken is probably going to be looking to get that Refresher Orb up again. Yeah, he's a little bit behind in this game. Sitting about 4th on the net worth. Silence now being thrown out here for the bot lane. Huskar. Man, that could have been a big fight here at the bot lane. But Jace is going to just TP on out. He still has a Chrono, so Chrono has not been committed yet. Yeah, so what the Void needs to do is try and catch out this Huskar, get him in a Chronosphere, make sure that the Gyro is there to throw down a cooldown and get a couple of right clicks into that Chronosphere and secure the kill onto the Huskar. And then focus the rest of the team. The rest of the team are falling so easily. They're extremely squishy, especially up against this Gyro and the Axe with his RNG. So, yeah. But it looks like they're going to try and do another high ground siege here. Maybe get another tier 3. The Shadow Shaman does have his Mass Serpent Wards up, and he's going to just cast them over here. And this is going to be a tier 3 tower easily. They don't even have to commit too much to this. They can just hang back. But Husko is going to jump in onto the Void, and this could... Oh, Void throws up a Chrono, but does die. Shadow Shaman getting that last hit on that, and then this looks like Rax right now, and they really need to do something. Magic damage is not going to do anything. Blade Mail now being used, and this could be a fall of the Husko. Husko gets Shallow Grave, but they can dunk him still. What? No dunk coming out, and oh, Husko. Man, Husko's such a problem in this game, and that's going to be bot Rax, and 4 kills. This could almost be a GG. They should just go straight for this Rax. Thunder should get 20 a little bit low, but yeah, this is going to be double Rax, and they can just head on back and pick up some more farm. They could in fact just push on, get that kill, 5-man team wipe. Now they can just push the end. So yeah,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Husko just manning up against these towers, and this is gonna probably be a GG. Yeah, MVP definitely going out to the Husko. Silencer didn't have as much of an impact, and I think well done to OE for picking up a lineup that maybe shut him down a bit, but this Husko was a real surprise pick right there at the end. Oh, that Berserker's Call catching out the Husko, and that will secure the kill on the Husko, picking up 400 odd gold for the axe. That's much needed. Chrono catching out 2 here, but and that's gonna, oh, that's Shallow Grave, but yeah, that goes right through the Shallow Grave, and that will secure the kill onto the Dazzle. Berserker's Call gonna be thrown over onto the Bristleback. Bristleback throws up his Blade Mail, so yeah, but yeah, he's gonna definitely fall. Maybe they can look for a counter push here. It's still possible. The Husko is down for 50 seconds. Does he have buyback? Let's just see the buyback charts here. Yeah. Yes, he does. So I don't know about pushing, but maybe if they can get just a tier 2 tower out of it, it will be worth it. Silence is still really, he's getting back to base. Shadow Shaman is not going to be too much of a problem for most of OE's lineup. But we'll just have to see where they're going to go with this. So yeah, they're pushing up mid, and they're going to have to take the tier 2 tower very quickly before this Husko gets back. Because yeah, he's been the biggest issue in this game. And yeah, this tower has taken 0 damage so far, so yeah, that will be a tier 2 tower falling down mid. Jay's going to push up a bit here, but he should back on that because this Husko is in the general area. So yeah, they should take that tier 2 and just be happy with it and head on out. And I think CS is just going to go for the death push, possibly. There is a Rosh, and there could be a big fight here. Husko is running into Rosh. His armlet's still on. I'm not too sure what the plan is here, but yeah, it's going to be spotted out by the illusions here. But Void just not really doing enough DPS to secure this Rosh very quickly. Are they going to run in here? They're all just hanging back. Void does have a Chronosphere up, so the teamfight could go very bad for them if they do decide to dive in. But Void is in here alone. He can walk right out if he has to. So yeah, Chrono now landing over on 1, but Jace is going to find himself in a bit of trouble, falling a little bit low here. Wow, Faceless Void was killed by Roche. Roche picking up the kill, but Axe getting a triple kill. So yeah, Husko now picking up for the Axe, and just Husko standing alone. But he'll get on back into the Roche pit, and he's, yeah, this is going to be an easy Roche for him. Roche has no health. There's also cheese on the ground here.
Top tower is under attack.
I think you should deny it, to be honest. Yeah. So this should be a death push here. Husko can pretty much do this by himself. BKB is up in 32 seconds. Maybe just wait for that before he dives in too deep. But it is only an Earthshaker and a Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter still has a large amount of right clicks. But he does have that evasion, which is useful up against this Huskar. But I don't know if it's enough. I think you should maybe, if this game lasts long enough, maybe look to get a second Butterfly. They were talking how it scales, and it does stack the evasion, so that's quite useful. But they should go for the death, and this should be GG. I can't see them stopping this. Barback coming from the axe, but BKB is going to make sure that nothing's going to happen. He's just going to focus there. But oh, the Huskar put himself in a bit of trouble, but he does use a panic, and that's just going to turn it around. Void jumps in, however, stun coming over from the Earthshaker, and then oh, that's going to be the Aegis going for Huskar. Now Huskar, is he going to focus down this tower? Is there stuns? Is there enough stuns to stop it? Yeah, there is. And this is going to be the end of Huskar. So maybe this could be a turnaround. This could be a huge turnaround. Because one of the things we haven't really looked at is that Huskar is the only farmed hero on CS. So you got an Axe, you got a Void, and you got a Gyrocopter that have got really good farm up here, and they're gonna be, they can head down this mid lane, and they can even try and, they'll win any fight right now, the three of them. Void's just gonna push us out a little bit, but they should all obviously carry TP scrolls on them, just to get back here for that split push, but yeah. Yeah, I think farm went a little bit too slow for him. Sold his hand to Midas to pick this up as well. Yeah. Barback coming from Huskar, so yeah, this high ground siege is gonna be short-lived by OE, and they need 5 men to walk down this mid lane and hit that. Just hit this ancient a couple of times and this will be GG. But with this lockdown coming at you from OE, it's quite decent up against that. So yeah, there's no Aegis. Aegis was already lost, and I think, yeah, I don't know. I thought Huskar would be able to take that by himself, but the lockdown was way too much for him, and they just managed to catch up in the DPS and ensure that they can get their kill on him. So yeah, Void, Mjolnir, Boots of Travel pickup. So yeah, he's gonna try and secure that they can get back there and defend that ancient that is so low. But Void just jumps on in, but he's not able to get any chrono. He gets shielded up, he throws on his BKB, turns around, gets a chrono onto the Huskar. This Huskar needs to fall here before he can turn around and get his, and he does. He falls very quickly. Axe getting the pick off. This could even be GG. They can walk down here and they can try and turn this around. They just need to make sure that they push out the spot lane. They're going to go for the kill. They're going to go for the last man standing. Oh, he throws on his blade mail, and that's going to be a problem here for the Void. But yeah, S4 is just going to walk away. Meanwhile, down the mid lane, Jara is just going to walk on up, and there's no more buybacks. No buybacks on anybody at this stage. So, man, this could be a big problem here. Blade mail being used here by S4, but TP coming in here from the Void, and oh, S4 is going to be dead. And S4 is going to be dead very quickly. Great multicast coming up. Aghanim Scepter up on the Ogre Magi too. Man, this is a great turnaround, and yeah, this could even be GG. Don't even go for the racks, go straight for the end. Yeah, they will just go for the racks, maybe look to get this at the end. They should just clean out these massive walls, but oh, that's a lot of damage going over onto Chase. So yeah, the Gyro gave me MVP so far in this game. Even if they lose this game, he farmed really well. In fact, they could also go over to the Axe. Axe did extremely well. Pick up an Aghanim Scepter as well, so that's extremely useful to secure those kills over onto the Huskar. And they're going to be going for the siege. They're going for the tier 4, and they're going for the GG here. Chrono catching out too, and this is going to secure kill onto Thunder Chicken. Yes, it does. But oh, Shallow Grave, great Shallow Grave being thrown over onto the Silencer. There's still a tier 4 tower standing, and they're going to have to back on out. So yeah, Huskers alive, and this is where the tides turn again. So yeah, I didn't expect this game to go on for this long, but great turnaround coming up from OE. Let's just quickly look at item progression. 1,500 in the bank for Faceless Void. That's alright. Is there anything on the career? In fact, no, nothing on the career. But the Gyro picking up Butterfly, MKB, Status, BKB, really decent farm. 3,700 in the bank as well, so probably going to be able to get that Daedalus up, and yeah, that could be a big problem for the Huskar with those right clicks coming out from both the Void and from the Gyro. So yeah, Huskar does fall off into this late game when the right clicks get way too much. He's really good up against magical damage, but yeah, as soon as the carries get too farmed, Huskar does start to fall off. But he still does have a Satanic, and if he does get enough support coming in from his teams, he can stay alive. So yeah, Thunder Chicken's gonna find himself in a bit of trouble here. Quick death. Oh, Cronin now being thrown out here by the Void, catching out too, and that's gonna, yeah, they should go for this kill here. And they can't even GG push now. They need to go for the GG push. Someone can push out the spot lane. Axe is the perfect person. Void should just go and push down mid. There's only a Shadow Shaman. There's buybacks on nobody. Let's just see. Absolutely nobody on Team CS. This is going to be painful for them to watch. I mean, they got a Shadow Shaman that's got to now stop this entire lineup. 25 seconds until a Dazzle comes back. This is probably GG. So yeah, they're just going to clean out the Serpent Wards, easy goal, and then just go straight for this tier 4 tower. What a great game. Great turnaround coming here from OE. So it's 1-for-1 in this so far. Assuming that they win this, yeah, they will definitely win this. Great game. Yeah, good turnaround. One of the better games I've watched in quite some time. MVP definitely going the way of Axe, I think. Axe did manage to turn this around. Had a shady start, but managed to do extremely well into the late game, countering that Huskar and Dazzle combination really well. Huskar being the only person in OE to really pick up any kills, so yeah. Thanks for watching. Not too sure, we might be having a game 3. We'll speak to the